My name is Ian Bonnaud, and I'm the producer-director of the McQueen documentary in association with Peter Etedegui. It's a film that Peter and I made together. Throughout the film, we use a skull motif, which was really present in Lee Alexander McQueen's life. We decided to work with Gary McQueen, which was Lee Alexander McQueen's nephew. Gary designed for us a skull made out of loads of motifs and loads of different elements that inspired Lee Alexander McQueen throughout his life, such as flowers, birds of prey, moth, etc., etc. As a director, I love the fact that movies, posters, advertising campaigns, marketing campaigns reflect truly the true soul and the true creative essence of the film. And I think that's exactly what we're trying to do and achieve today.
Right. My name's Gary James McQueen. I'm nephew of Alexander McQueen. I'm an artist and a designer. So the inspiration behind this is kind of taking that idea of the classic Renaissance painting and then creating that in the modern term with dance photography. We're going to really push that to create something new and exciting. Well, I tried to design it with Lee's spirit in mind. So from working with him for 6 years, and then the kind of mentoring I had from a young age as well from him, I know this is something that he'd really would have taken to, especially with technology that's now available with printing 3D and mixing those different worlds together, the natural and technological. I think that's something he would really love.
You know, first thing was obviously the meeting, and then I saw a few sketches. Kind of really rough pencil sketches that Gary had done of just, pencil sketches of flowers and other like birds of prey in these different kind of environments, like 3 different skulls basically. And then from there it kind of evolved into then Gary got more involved in 3D modelling it and sketching it in more detail. And then we kind of had a meeting and we talked about, what was possible to do, like how we could combine these elements, if we could make it for real, how we would make it. And I think once we kind of decided that we could make it and it would be nice to build a real thing, it was then just about refining that model in terms of the texture and the tone, and then figuring out how to make it, and then taking that into a studio context and then combining it with all the live action elements that we'll be capturing. So, the slow motion of the birds or the time lapse of the flowers. We tend to do a lot of takes, and then we get bits that we like and we just kind of composite them together into this kind of one final piece. So it's hard to say exactly what it looks like until you don't really know how it's going to work out. But I'm sure it'll work out fine because all the stuff we're capturing is really lovely.
The film is quite emotional, but it's a real true portrait of a genius, Lee Alexander McQueen. And I think that poster showing all those elements inspired by nature that Lee has constantly used in his work will sort of refer and be a very strong metaphor of what Lee's work was about.